Alright guys, welcome back to Next Level Fitness. Today we're going to be looking at the landmine exercise. So I don't do these a lot, but I brought in an expert. This is Dave, one of the trainers that I work with at the gym. And so basically Dave, why would somebody put in the landmine exercise?
Okay, so like Tony said, this is Dave, I work at Good Life Fitness here, personal trainer. Love using the landmine for a lot of clients that either don't have access to certain ranges of motion, or we're looking for a little bit of an explosive addition to their training. So you can sort of go either direction. Personally, a little bit of both I think is best. And first thing we're going to look at here is going to be a landmine squat. Okay?
So before we get into the actual landmine squat and the exercise, what recommended warm-up would you have for somebody?
So I'd say it really depends on what your mobility restrictions are, but probably the biggest one for everybody is going to be opening up your hips first. So we're going to do a couple hip opening drills to sort of just prepare it just for this landmine.
Okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to start with the landmine squat, but first off, Dave's going to show you a good warm-up for that so you don't injure yourself. So Dave, take it.
Alright, so we're going to pretend that our person doing this exercise has some adductor tightness right now, so we're going to be doing the goalie grind. So I'm going to start off on hands and knees. I'm going to bring my right leg out so that my heel is in front of that left leg, okay? I'm going to go down on my hands here, and my goal is to just rock my hips back towards my ankle here and feeling a stretch right in the adductors here. I'm going to rock back and forth for about 8 to 10 repetitions. Just slowly ease into it. If you want to increase the stretch, you can actually bring this foot farther in front of that knee and repeat. And that's it.
Okay, so now we're going to do the landmine squat. So Dave's going to do a couple reps and then I'll follow up. So,
alright guys, so I'm going to hinge down, grab onto this landmine here, I'm going to hinge forward, feet it up to my hands here. I'm going to get my feet in my squatting position, a little different for everybody. I'm going to think about breaking at the hips and the knees, just like a regular squat. Slowly control on the way down, bracing the core, down to my deck, and straight back up. I'm going to hinge back.
alright, so I'm going to have you just kind of coach me with it. So again, make your stance.
Yep, right.
Stage. Perfect. This way. Transfer. This way.
Good. Get your stance.
Good.
Bring in knees and hips.
Squat.
Good.
I added push. So this is technically the front squat.
Yeah, that would be us making it a bit more athletic. Good. You're going to notice if you get a little farther down in terms of the squat, because there's that counterbalance out the front, which sometimes is very helpful for people who can't get into a deep squat. So.
And exiting out of a workout, shift your hand this way. I don't know if you can see that.
Nice and down.
Down. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we showed you the squat, now we're going to show you the landmine shoulder press.
Alright, so guys, we're going to start off the same way we would with the squat here in terms of hinging to grab the bar. So I'm going to hinge back, hinge forward, transfer it to my hands. So for this single arm shoulder press, what we're going to be doing is having a staggered stance. So my opposing leg's going to go forward, same side legs trailing back. I'm going to actually drop my shoulder a little bit, and we're trying to get some rotation here. So we're going to try and use our obliques. We're going to push through, lock with that arm, and we're actually going to passively get this arm to come full overhead, okay? Pull all the way down, drop in the shoulder, driving through, passing full overhead. And repeating overhead.
Why are you getting into that exact position?
So, great question, Tony. So a lot of times with my clients who don't have an active range of motion overhead, so say if you're reaching overhead and you say get restricted here, it would probably be unsafe to get them to overhead press with a barbell or dumbbells. So what we can do instead is use this weight here to passively get you in that range of motion so you can get some strength there and eventually get mobile enough to go full overhead and not have any issues.
Alright, I will give it a try. I'm going to watch me. So again, hinge, get in position. So you said staggered step.
Staggered stance, yeah.
Back.
Drop that right shoulder just a little bit, and you're going to learn some rotation. And actually try and get a little overhead. Yeah. Control back down, decelerate. Awesome. Very nice, very nice.
And just one more camera. All right.
Same idea, comes back down.
All right, so now we're gonna do a landmine exercise, targeting more the chest, because you can use the landmine almost as like a total body kind of feel.
All right, guys, so this is going to be the chest focused version, just like Tony was saying. We're going to start with the exact same for all these exercises. So I'm going to hinge forward, I'm going to get this up to my hands. Now I'm going to transfer down to my knees, okay? So make sure you have a weight that you're able to drop down onto one knee with, drop down to the other, okay? I'm going to lock my glutes forward so my lower body's stable. I'm going to brace my core. I'm going to try and squeeze this like I'm trying to push my elbows towards each other, okay? I'm going to extend all the way up, control back down. We're going to have to cut that. Right now, that feeling of trying to duck my arm away or across my body is going to get my pecs to fire up, similar like if we were doing a fly. So I'm always cueing tension through the hands here, like you're trying to squish the ball. And then once you're done, stand up, transfer over, and back.
So, Dave probably had a client, so he had to take off. But what I wanted to cover as well is a back exercise with a landmine. So what we see kind of traditionally, if you want to come across that way, a lot of people tend to just stick with this right here, which is good, but it's just a little too common. So we want to add a little bit of like athleticism to it. So what you can do, pick it up this way, have one leg back, we're going to hinge forward, take that leg up, row, stand back up, row, stand back up, time, stand back up. So it just adds a little bit more dimension to it, a little bit more compound. You're getting your hips working, your hamstrings working, your back working as well, also testing your stabilizers. So again, like the video, share, comment. If you're looking for a personalized program, something that's customized to you, get in contact with me. The information is going to be on the screen. I'm going to post Dave's contact as well in case you want to talk to him. And hope to see you guys in the next video.